Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Mrs. Evans from Math with Mrs. Evans, where I answer all of your math questions. Today, I'm going to show you how to translate a sentence into a compound inequality. So let's get started. So to do this question, you need to remember what inequalities are. So inequalities are either less than or equal to, greater than, or greater than or equal to, and they have these little signs over here. I apologize for my horrible handwriting today. It's just not working out. Anyway, so you have those things off to the side just as a reference so you guys don't forget. So when you're doing this question, remember what exactly an inequality is. So it's asking you 5 is greater than x and x is greater than or equal to -3. So this statement is telling you a range of values of what x is. Okay, so x is not just one. X is not just one number. It's a set of different numbers that gives you a range of what it could equal to. Okay. So it tells you to write inequality, but this is a compound inequality, meaning that there's more than one. So there's two things that it could possibly equal to that makes it into a range of set of numbers. So it tells you to use x only once in your inequality, so don't forget that. So to do this, let's just jump into it. So it says 5 is greater than x, right? So for that, I have greater than. Don't forget, when you have greater than or less than, those are open dots, right? When you write those on a number line. Less than or equal to, because it includes what's in it, that is, you are going to put that closed dot there. Okay, so for 5 is greater than x, okay, I am going to go ahead and put a open dot because it's greater than, right? On 5. Actually, let me just go ahead real quick and then just erase that and put a circle there. Okay? And then that's my first one. Okay, so I'm just going to real quick. 5 is greater than x. And then for my second one, it says x is greater than or equal to -3. So I have -3 right there. I'm going to erase that just so you can see it better. Greater than or equal to is a closed dot. So I'm going to write that in right there. So then I would have x is greater than or equal to -3. So I've not only have I marked it on this number line just for visual purposes, but I've written out what it says over here. Okay. Now, when you write these things, you need to write it with the lowest number to the left. Like so, right? You need to write it from least to greatest, so from the lowest number to the biggest number. So I have my lowest number over here, and that's -3. And x is greater than -3, but I can't just say -3. -3 is greater than x. These two are opposite statements. Okay, x is greater than -3 and -3 is greater than x. Those are two completely different statements. Okay, because you changed the order of the -3 and the -x. I'm sorry, the -3 and the x. So please, when you write them and you put the -3 in the first position rather than the second, you switch those, make sure you're switching your sign, your inequality. So that is going to turn into less than. Okay, so x is greater than or equal to -3 is the same thing as -3 is less than or equal to x. Okay, if you guys want another video explaining why that is, let me know and I will make that. So drop those in the comments if you need that. Anyway, so my next one is 5 is greater than x, right? But I have to put x in the middle of that because I'm going to write the second half of that over there. So I'm going to do the same thing as I did before, right? So x is, 5 is greater than x, so I'm going to change this to 5 is less than, or x is less than 5. Because I had to switch the order of the way that this looked, I had to switch the sign as well, okay? So this is now my answer. Okay, so when you do this, if you guys are like, oh, I need a format to do this, that's totally fine. You're going to have X in the middle with some inequality here. I'm not putting little signs there because then that sort of looks like the equal to thing there. So I'm not going to put those there. I'm just highlighting it so it's there. And then you're going to have your number and a number. So whatever format you have, you're going to put your inequalities. I want to put INEQ. Your inequalities there. And then your numbers over here. So if you need a template as to what format you're using, that looks like a G. There you go. Sorry, that was going to bug me. So if you need a format or a template to know how you're going to put this into your answer, just know it's number, inequality, X, and then inequality, and then your number. Okay? Now, make sure you're just going ahead and writing this. You're not always going to have to write it and flip the order. So make sure you're reading and you're really understanding exactly what you're supposed to be doing here. So that is all you need to know for this question. If you guys want another example of how to do this question, or if you guys want a little bit more explanation as to why you flip these inequalities signs when you write them in a different order, let me know in the comments. I will definitely help with you with that. So good luck out there, and thanks for joining me.